Right, welcome to the Week on LinkedIn, where Jake, Dan and I discuss 3 LinkedIn posts that have made us feel something. It could be rage, it could be happiness, it could be joy, it could be horniness. So let's get into it. The post I've selected this week is one about Vincere and the Access Group. I don't know about you two, but I don't see anything positive.
I haven't ever seen anything positive. Yeah, especially since Beecroft left as well.
Yeah, it's gone downhill. To be fair, when Vincere first came out, it was a great product, and we used it, enjoyed it. Access Group acquired them, and obviously we speak to clients, recruitment business owners on a daily basis, and I speak to so many who are frustrated, like users of Vincere.
Yeah, same.
I've used the in-house version of some of Access Group's systems, and they're just as bad. Awful experience every time.
How is such a big company yet so incompetently?
Feels like that's often the case with these big enterprise software systems, though, isn't it? Like they're all shit. Why are they all shit?
Do they just not care? Are they just not
I
bothered?
think they've bought so many companies, like over the last 3 or 4 years, and just bought them in. And I think there's just so much. Like they almost need to hit pause, get what they're doing right,
Yeah.
and then go again. But I don't think that's their style or strategy. Sorry.
We obviously tried Vincere, what must have been a year ago or so again. Obviously we were promised the world. They're very good at selling, obviously, but when we started using it was very clear that actually what we were told could happen just fundamentally couldn't happen.
Yeah.
So we obviously moved back to Loxo, which was a good move for us. But even then, the system still looks a bit clunky, a bit outdated, a bit like too many clicks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too many clicks. And now there's obviously some platforms out there, Loxo, Atlas, I think are the main two, who are doing some really, really good stuff. Surely Vincere and Access are just going to fall so far behind they become an irrelevance.
Yeah.
They never do they? They never do.
I think it's their but it looks at all the hate they're getting online. It looks like it's mainly their like customer service or their support that is really letting them down. By the looks of it, anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where they need to start having a little look in the mirror, maybe in that area.
Do you think there's just a bit of, well, they're so big that they're gonna, you're gonna see more negative stuff? Do you think actually maybe they're just unfortunate in that sense?
No,
just to play the other side of it.
I think everybody, any CRM you use, any ATS, any bit of software, you're going to have issues. You're going to have frustrations, annoyances, because nothing's perfect. It's how they handle it and how they deal with it. Loxo, for example, I really, really like Loxo. It's not perfect. They're constantly working on more features and to make it better. Anytime we have an issue, it is fixed by someone who you feel like wants to get it fixed.
Yeah.
And have listened.
Has listened.
Yeah. Agreed.
So whether Access Group are just like, look, we've got so many customers, we're going to have a natural churn, it doesn't matter, and they'll rely on the people who don't necessarily see, listen, or like shop around enough, and they'll continue to go that way. Maybe that's what they go for. But yeah, when I saw that post, I just felt like another post of someone slagging Vincere or Access off.
And it seems like she's on maternity leave, that lady, right?
Oh,
so there's other things for her to be thinking about,
Yeah.
It's a lot of things you want to be thinking about at that time in life.
It literally is. Yeah, okay, so post number 2 brought to you by Jake and Anne. Paul Denan's cousin. Go on, what's yours?
Paul Denan's cousin is
He's
brilliant.
actually dead now.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Do you know what? LinkedIn was really dry this week. I actually found myself actively looking for things to talk about, which is a sad state of affairs, I think, in my life. Because normally, I'm on LinkedIn enough that I just see things. I'm like, oh yeah, that made me feel something. And this week, I didn't really feel a lot. So I just thought this was an interesting discussion.
It's been mentioned that Traitors is now showing in pubs, or Traitors Final is going to be showing in the pubs. I just wonder what you boys thought about the experience of something like Traitors at a pub.
That would be shit for me. I like to be able to pause it if I want to wee.
Yeah.
I like to be able to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't like having loads of other different opinions in my ear. Maybe I'm just a grumpy old man.
Certainly not drunk Dave at the bar. You don't want to hear his opinion, do you?
I
On
don't know. Drunk Dave could have good opinion.
It's
a
such
lecherous
good-
opinion, no doubt.
It's such a good show. This
Yeah.
series has been wicked.
Oh, I love it.
But actually, I find I rely on some of the little nuances. You
Yeah.
have to be really present and listen. And if I'm in a pub, there's too many distractions,
Yeah.
mainly alcohol,
Yeah.
and I'll probably miss stuff which is actually really important and relevant.
Plus, if
Yeah.
it's anything like the football, and it's busy, you can't necessarily see the screen
Yeah.
you want to see. You
Yeah.
start watching the one over there.
Yeah.
You know, it's noisy. You want to go get a drink. You know, you want to go to the toilet, do all that stuff. Like, it's just, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a good viewing experience in a pub to me.
Especially with how many like close conversations and whispers and
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. Obviously, you get quite a lot of subtitles, but like with my eyes like they are, like I couldn't see what they were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a hard no.
Yeah.
Plus, we're constantly pausing at home and going, did you see that?
Yeah.
I think that means that. You know, you've got your little theories.
I get the excitement of the final bit where they're all around the fire
Mm.
and like you can watch it together and be tense together. But I think that's the only part of it which would work. I think the rest of it would just be a bloody nightmare.
Bit like a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
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 Seen a few of them
yeah,
recently.
Yeah. So that would work. So yeah, and how did it make you feel?
Do you know what? It made me feel relieved that I finally had something to talk about.
Relief?
Truth.
It's valid.
Yeah.
Very valid. Even if it was a shit thing to talk about. Right, Danny B, moving on to you.
Do you know what? I had something lined up to talk about, but actually, I've got something that's posted this morning. Actually,
Love that.
Last minute.
yeah, like really good from Max. So he's basically said like how not all clients are good to work with, basically, and know when it's time to walk away. Like with, I mean, I've done that recently. I had one towards the end of last year where just come up with loads of wanky reasons to not pay the percentage they should be paying, really. So I was like, no, you're already showing warning signs, I'm walking away. Like, it's just, I think it's such a good message is to, you can be a busy idiot if you take on jobs that just you're not ever going to place on, or clients that don't have a sell.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
You're completely right. I think the most problematic clients are usually the ones who create micro problems at the beginning, and it just gets amplified more and more the further down the line you go. And I think it's so easy in recruitment to just go and chase that next fee or that next placement.
Yeah.
But actually, I think identifying how dysfunctional that client probably would have been based on the reasons they were giving. So I know exactly what you're talking about. It was the right thing to walk away.
I think it often comes from a place of desperation, though, doesn't it? I mean, if you're starting out, or you know, you're under a lot of pressure from your manager, like it can feel really, really hard to sort of say no to something. You know, when you're working for a big corporate agency and you're targeted on how many jobs you've got on, how many CVs you've sent out, sometimes it feels like, well, it's an easy way to, you know, hit some KPIs, but you know, it doesn't make you money.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think if you're a junior recruiter or just starting out, you probably would start taking on pretty much anything and everything. And it's just getting to being emotionally intelligent enough to kind of go, actually, I'm wasting my time here. Like they haven't got, their comm scheme is the worst I've seen compared to other clients I've got in the same city. So actually, I need to tell them that and walk away. I've done that before and gone, actually, I'm really sorry, but I want to cancel our terms because like your comm scheme just doesn't work. And if you're not going to change that, it's going to be really hard for me to bring people into your business.
And you know what? I think, being able to do that is it comes of experience, right?
Yeah.
It comes from being an actual
Experience,
consultant.
Yeah, if that
confidence
happened in
as
my
well.
first week in recruitment, I'd have just gone, oh my God, got a job on, it's wicked, can't wait. But actually, in reality, it's gonna be really hard to turn somebody's head with certain things.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to place the best people in there. You know, you're going to only have really below average people interested. So it's just like a culmination of things. Isn't it?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's a good call. Max at Forge is obviously doing some really great stuff.
Yeah.
Great brand. I love the... I really enjoy the posts he puts out. I think he's so on the money all the time.
Agreed.
With what he says. Not obviously trying to kiss his arse here, but
Glaze them a little.
yeah.
Yeah, good work, Max.
Equal little glaze. So yeah. That has been a short and sweet in the week on LinkedIn. please remember to submit any posts you think could be relevant and you want to see us talking about. Thank you to all 2 of our viewers last week. We appreciate you watching it. It's just those
Thanks,
2.
Mum and Dad.
I don't know why you want to do this fucking shit. But thank you and good night. Cheers.